The Glanysg Estate sits in the Usk Valley on the edge of the Brecon Beacons National Park and is one of the biggest privately owned estates in Wales. Home to Greenman Festival, sporting shoots and other events, it's a beautiful and versatile location. The estate is often peaceful, but not this week.
Look big in this. Another blue bit. That's just where we run out of paint. It's not like a marker. I know.
There's a fair amount of work involved in turning an empty field into 3 competitive international field target courses. Luckily, these boys know what they're doing.
That's why the courses of colours so that you can get. Of course it's 20 courses, isn't it? Yeah.
He got it, dog, he got it.
By golly, he's got it. It's called a wrecking bar, because otherwise we'll split the shit out of the posts when we're knocking them in. So making a big hole, and my young apprentice will insert the wooden stick.
It's like sex life, insert the little stick.
And then we'll get a big putter in her.
Because I don't trust him with a sledge.
Oh, there's a minimum distance that the post, the lane is supposed to be. So to make sure we don't fall foul, we'll be doing 5 foot.
That's 4. That's 4 foot.
It's a calibrated size 10 welly. And then in she goes again.
You are right for line, but
Whatever you're doing, I'm not in the mood. Buy me a drink first.
I did earlier. Bought you a coffee.
Oh, you did? Alright.
Part and parcel of being involved in a field target world is getting your hands dirty and pitching in. Jack Harris may be the reigning world champion, but when there's work to be done, Jack, like most of the lads, is happy to help.
one more. You don't need it, I just thought I'd say one more. That hurt, didn't it?
I hurt him. I did. That was 6 inches. That was. I feel better now. Yeah.
There they are. Marco, Groucho, Arpo, Dummo, Thicko and Wilo. I don't know, but there.
Bertie has been leading the sponsorship side of the organising committee.
Yeah, I've had the great admiration of dealing with the fantastic sponsors for the event. I'll be honest, the response from all the sponsors that are involved have been absolutely superb. Leopold, Aram, Steyr, Anschutz through Ruag and Carl Scopes. There's Highland Outdoors with a big Nico. There's so many sponsors. I think there's approximately about 20 to 30 sponsors on board, from like the small sponsors like Aquagraphics, who are a local company to myself, who do hydrograph dipping. There's loads of sponsors, and I can't thank them enough, because they've been all brilliant. They've been all great to deal with. And where we're lucky is a lot of them, about a dozen sponsors actually coming to the event. They bring in stands and everything else, and JSB, people like that all bring in products with them. So they actually, I believe they're going to be selling pellets and everything else at the event as well, which from our point of view was brilliant, because it's nice to have the sponsors here as well. It's not just, you know, it's like being next to Big Ben, isn't it? But I can't fault the sponsors. I can't thank them enough. The event is going to be absolutely superb because of what the sponsors have provided. I'm hoping, I haven't done the final tally as yet, but we're looking at around about the £60,000 mark worth of prizes for the event, which surpasses any other World Championships we've ever been to. To be honest, it's incredible to have Leopold on board. With regards to the coverage, they want to be the main video sponsors, which is fantastic for us because it opens up a lot of avenues for us where we've actually hired a large marquee for sponsors to stay under if it's bad weather, area for the shooters to go under if the weather's not great, or even just to put the kit in for a bit of safekeeping or whatever. So yeah, they've been brilliant. Everything I've asked for, they've supplied and more. So yeah, it's going to be one hell of a good competition. I mean, Leopold, I think, is the first Field Target World Championships they've sponsored, and they've been brilliant.
Come on, donkey!
Simon Evans has been leading the design of the course.
What have I done? Well, we've balanced the course out. There's about 15 targets that are long, 15 that are medium, some short gimmies, and then your mix of standers and kneelers. It'll be one on shooting in the wind. Give me a second.
It'll be won by the person with the most kills.
Oh, spot on, Jace, right there. So what we do now is getting Jason to put a post exactly where I want it.
You want a wrecking bar, Jace?
Tosh.
Have a wrecking bar, but.
Tosh should now be out in the field, but it's not. Sim, if you go behind the passenger seat in my car, at the base there's, no, we've had them, we've had the pasties, there's long plinths. It's not that windy a place, unfortunately. There's a breeze here when the wind's up, but it's not what I call a windy ground. But it will probably be windier than most of the world's in the last 5 years. So UK shooters, won't find it that different from what they normally shoot. But I think for a lot of the world shooters, it could be a little bit more breezy than they used to. We'll find out. I think it's meant to be raining as well on day one, which won't help them, but that's all they got.
It'd be nice if it was like, yeah, if it rains, it's going to be a nightmare. And I haven't got a raincoat. And I ain't going to buy one either.
Fitbit the same. Around 15,000 steps.
What's up?
Visit the website for more information on the 2017 World Championships. Click here to watch another WFTF World Field Target Championships 2017 video and ensure you subscribe to stay up to date with new videos.